For 17-mile road, we entered through Pacific Grove gate and are exiting through Carmel exit. There are other gates as well, but this is the most convenient one if you're coming from San Jose or SF area. The $12 fees that you're going to pay, you're going to get it reimbursed if you spend more than $35 in any gift shop or any restaurant here. You just have to give them the bill that you got, and the $12 will be deducted from your final bill of your restaurant or gift shop. At least 100 people told me that you have to do the 17-mile drive, and today I'm finally listening. We are driving from San Jose to Pebble Beach, which is around 40 minutes to an hour's drive, and stopping at Seal Rock, Bird Rock, Restless Sea, Lone Cypress, and the lunch at the lodge. I'll share easy tips when to go, how to save money on the entry fee, and few hidden spots. So let's roll. We've reached the entry gate, that's the Pacific Grove gate, and we are just a car behind. It was a weekend, it was a Saturday, and still there was no traffic ahead of us. While I was planning, it was really confusing for me. So you can start your way from Pacific Grove gate and they will give you a map, and you can then figure out how much time at which stop do you want to spend. I think more or less including lunch you need around 3 to 4 hours in the area with lunch and while seeing all the spots. If you are not having lunch, then I think 1 to 2 hours is more than enough, and plus the travel time. The best season to come here is fall and spring. We came here in September and this was the best decision. We were glad that we did not come here in July and August because the heat was insane. It was easily around 30 to 45 degrees Celsius, and I do not want a heat stroke. During September and October, it is the perfect time for me, or you can also consider spring as well, because I came here in fall. It was windy, cloudy, the sun was perfect and pleasant. The weather makes a lot of difference on how your trip is. You can also use these stairs to get down, and this is another path to go to the lodge and just wander around these bougainvilleas. A nice canopy that they have created, and this is the golf area. You'll find golf land everywhere because this recently Pebble Beach, or a couple of decades ago, Pebble Beach grew into world famous golf and resort area. This Lone Cypress or Monterey Cypress is 2.5 centuries old, standing on granite like a movie star, and it's trademarked icon of Pebble Beach, literally trademarked. Stay behind the railings, routes are protected, and some shooting tips: walk the viewpoint to the line to get the tree against the open water, take a wide for context and tight for drama.
Plants water themselves with short drips. Water droplets that collect on the leaves and needles and drop to the ground. Since it seldom rains in the summer, fog drip helps water to stay plants.
And I was today years old when I found out there is such thing as coastal forest as well. Did you know about this? Let me know in the comments. Like I said, the weather can make or break a trip. We were extremely happy and fortunate to have visited 17-mile drive during this weather. The trees were incredible, the mansions were massive. You really feel that you have entered a world which is full of richness and is extremely classy. You have the views of Pacific Ocean on the right side of your drive throughout. From San Jose, San Francisco to 17-mile drive, you will see the ocean will not leave your side, of course, after a couple of miles. You can see a lot of deers as well. I was really astonished and surprised when I saw them here. They have these dog poop bags also at every stop here. The place is very dog friendly. We saw a lot of dogs here. Most of these stops are just near to each other, pretty just 1 or 2 minutes away from each other. After the first and second stop are done, and right now I am at the seal point, but there are no seals here. And I love how beautifully they have done this. There's this puddle, so they have locked this stairway here for people. Really thoughtful. Our next stop is Bird Rock and Seal Rock. This offshore rock is usually covered with pelicans, other birds, and sea lions. Bring binoculars or a long lens if you want to see everything, because I tried zooming in. This is 5x, and look at the number of birds that you can see. Binoculars would be very helpful and handy. This bird rock was once buried under 4 to 5 feet of guano. Now, what's guano? It's actually a land full of bird poop, bats or seals, and believe it or not, it's been the most historical prized as powerful fertilizer due to its high levels of nitrogen, phosphate, and potassium. In 19th century, guano was so valuable that it sparked international trade and even territorial disputes. Yes, people literally fought over bird poop. The USA passed the Guano Islands Act in 1956 and allowed citizens to claim unoccupied lands with guano deposits. It's unbelievable. What am I? But it actually happened, and it's used today in organic farming as a natural soil booster. We relaxed at a beach nearby, that is the Bird Island or Seal Island, and it was really pleasant. The dogs and kids were having so much fun. The Pacific Ocean was at its best, but be careful that you don't enter the waters deep. Also, you'll find restrooms at the Bird Rock and the lodge, so make sure you manage and time your water intake accordingly. Remember to carry a light jacket because it does get windy near the ocean and because it's elevated on a hilltop. Use sunscreen, reapply it regularly, carry some water with you so you're not dehydrated. And of course, you can finish the entire circuit in 40 minutes, but please don't do that. Please stop more often and for more time at each stop. Dude, we saw waves crashing at these rocks from literally a mile away. Can you imagine? I'm lost of words, but can you imagine the height of the waves? when you are standing right beside it. So this is Point Joe and the Restless Sea Point. Why it matters? This is the most turbulent corners of the coast. Waves slam into each other because of the submerged rocks and crossing currents. If you are interested in geography nugget, you are on the outer edge of the Carmel Canyon's influence near deep water amplifies winter swell. And early mariners mistook this point for Monterey Bay entrance leading to shipwrecks, which is Point Joe. In early 1900s, Joe lived here in a driftwood hut selling trinkets and tending goats, and that is why it's called Point Joe.
वाओ यार, पीछे वाली वेव्स पे शॉर्ट पे
There's also China Rock, which we passed by, and this was a site of Chinese fishing village in the late 1800s. You can still see century old cooking smoke blackening the rocks. The entire rock is black color. And if you have time, you should definitely visit Fanshell Beach Overlook because it's primary harbor seal pupping areas on the central coast. And also you should visit Crocker Grove because it's the largest and oldest Monterey cypress trees, named after Charles Crocker, the railroad baron who haggled the Hotel del Monte in original 17-mile drive. This was the point at Shepherd's Knoll. There was literally no viewpoint here. We could not see anything. I did not understand the significance of this point, but spotted some good trees and thought of getting some good shots, romantic shots with Kunal. Monterey cypress naturally grows only at Crocker Grove and Point Lobos in the entire world. And if you see these trees anywhere else, it means that it's an export. And if you have more time, you can also go to Ghost Trees or Pescadero Point. It is use these maps, of course, and these cliff edge stand on sun-bleached cypress creates a ghost look, which offshore sites ghost trees. A big wave surf breaks and it can hit 50 to 60 feet on a rare winter swell focused on Carmel Canyon.
उसके मुंह में तू इतना घुसेड़ रही थी ना, तू भी डर गए। डर गई वो बेचारा।
This is a souvenir shop right outside of the lodge or the market. Everything was damn expensive, but I hope the quality reflects that. and this place is a mecca for golf. People all over the world and US come here to play golf, win tournaments, participate in tournaments. So you understand why this place is full of richness and the vibe is something similar. And this is in the Pebble Beach Visitor Center. This compact exhibits on area's carriage road beginnings, the hotel era, and the rise to golf capital. Great to weave history of the roads that began as a carriage excursion for guests of Grand Hotel Del Monte, which was opened in 1880 by railroad baron Charles Crocker. And by 1881, the company launched the scenic 17-mile tour, looping past Pacific Grove, Pebble Beach, and Carmel here in California, and hence the name. It later shifted its alignment and today runs entirely within the Del Monte Forest, managed by Pebble Beach Company. Now, this is the market where we went to grab some dessert, ice cream, but you can also grab some snacks here as well. This entire 17-mile drive in California existed for both leisure and marketing. It is a curated ride to show off the peninsula's wild coastline and encourage wealthy visitors to buy property and return by rail to new resort region. The early resort footprint ultimately evolved into Pebble Beach and its famous golf venues. This is the place, the lodge, where we entered through this bougainvillea canopy, and it was extremely beautiful, and headed for lunch. This is the outside. You have both the places to sit and enjoy your lunch. We chose the indoors because it was very windy, but look at these views of the Pacific Ocean if you decide to sit outside. And we didn't know that there are fire pits on the table which would help maintain the temperature before we decided, and unfortunately you cannot move tables once the table is assigned to you. Let me know in the comments which food or drink would you feel like ordering here. We just walked in and did not require any reservation, thankfully, and the prices are off the charts. We ordered the truffle pasta and it was extremely delicious, of course. Needed a little salt, but it was amazing. The garlic bread was also good. The map will also help you out with other locations for accommodation and dining, for lunch and or dinners, shopping as well, and where you can play golf. This includes everything. You can probably pause it and read it out and see what suits you and favors your interests and taste. There's also a Mexican restaurant called the Hey, a Thai restaurant. The one that we went to was Mediterranean, so you can just pick the cuisine that you feel like that day. Also, remember to never turn your back on the waves at rocky points and at the beach. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this video and channel. And I hope you have enjoyed this